to, let me just see here. I'm going to do cameras so that I saw the last time when I was recording, it was jumping up and down. Okay.
No problem.
I can still see Christopher. I can still see Pumi.
Unless, what do you want us then to turn off our cameras, because there is an option. Okay, well, mine is turned off, so
Okay,
I
Pumi,
don't
can
know.
you turn off your camera?
No, I don't think I know how to do that.
There's like a camera icon. Okay, leave it,
I'm
Pumi, it's
using
fine.
a phone.
Okay, now leave it, Pumi, it's fine. No wonder I can't switch off the camera. It's 100%. Okay, I'm going to share now my screen. And tell me if you can see it, okay?
Yes.
Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out of there. Let's get out of there. Let's get out of here. There we go. Okay, so we know that story. Let's go to the next one. Okay, welcome again, guys. This is going to be lesson 2. Lesson 2 is going to basically cover getting unstuck and keep moving. Let me just see who that is. Just tell her we just started. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Let's move on. Okay. So basically, what I'm saying is getting unstuck and keep moving. I'm sure we found out that, you know, and we still feel it, that we're still in the same place than what we were yesterday, what we were a month ago, what we were maybe a year ago, what we were maybe. Let me just put this volume off. Else is going to bother me. What we, you know, and it's all, and I want us to actually get unstuck of our old habits, and we need to start moving forward. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the first question is, what have you discovered about yourself since our last session? You remember? Okay, I know, Christopher, you've done now the Wheel of Life.
Yeah.
Are you ready to get unstuck?
Yes,
Where
definitely.
it comes out, where that, you know, the homework came from. It's
Yeah.
basically, what have you discovered about yourself, and what are you ready to get unstuck of? So doing that Wheel of Life will actually show you, you know, your percentages like 5, 6, 7, 8. It will show you all that lessons. Okay. So
Yeah.
Pumi, have you started already or not yet?
Oh, it seems she's disappeared.
Has she disappeared?
Wait, but wasn't she the one that was saying that her telecom thing was acting up? Or was that someone else?
Let's find out. Can you see she disappeared? Looks like it, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the data's off.
Goodness gracious.
Let me see. Yeah, I don't see her anymore.
No, then she's disappeared.
Okay. let's carry on.
All right.
Okay. So here were we. So,
Yes, we were there.
Okay, we were there. Okay,
Yeah.
so obviously you know what you discovered about yourself in the last session, and are you ready to get unstuck? Okay.
Mhm.
So, and now, did you find your passion, your strengths, or do you need assistance in that so that you could move forward? And that is where we come in. That is where we as coaches come in.
Yeah.
The homework or the lesson plans that we give you, it's not about you just doing the lessons. It's
Yes. Yeah.
you coming to us and say, "This is what I need."
Mm-hmm.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
If you don't have that coach, you're not going to be able to move forward. So you must never be scared to tell me or even WhatsApp me. It doesn't matter. Or
Yes.
email me. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And then from your wheel of life, could you see where your life path is taking you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What did you discover?
Well, what I've discovered with the whole wheel of life thing is that there is quite a few things that can hamper progress. Um, like I have seen that. Where's my thing here? Oh, here it is. Um, there's a few things that are really good and that are really useful tools, but I think there's on my wheel of life there is so many things that are still a bit too low that I think would prevent my passions and my strengths from actually, you know, being brought to the best that it can be. I mean, if you on my wheel, my confidence segment of the pie was a bit way too low, and I think that then affects, for example, my passion and my enthusiasm and my creativity in my business, because then I think the lack of confidence sort of echoes that,
Okay.
if that makes
And
sense.
yeah. And do you think you could work on your lack of confidence?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that, in every aspect you can work on it, but I think maybe it just needs a bit of coaching and guidance to get past, to get, as you say, unstuck out of that, because you get stuck in a rut.
Okay.
And I think that what is necessary is to get out of the rut. Like you said, that rut of negativity and that rut of always thinking, can I not, maybe, I don't know, all the uncertainty, I think, is what plays a big role.
And tell me something, Chris. Looking at your wheel of life,
Mm,
okay, and speaking about your lack of confidence. Now,
mm.
taking that whole wheel of life, what do you think is the most, or 1 point or 2 points or whatever category that is actually harnessing your progress of actually improving your lack of confidence? Did you discover that?
Well, I think what sort of would help improve the confidence is actually my creativity and definitely my professionalism,
Okay.
because I think with my professionalism being so high, I think, well, from what I've experienced, is it does actually help curb the anxiety and the lack of confidence. It actually boosts my confidence to some extent, I think. And
Okay.
I think when people can see how creative I am, it also boosts my confidence, because then people can really see, wow, okay, this is what I'm capable of doing.
Okay. And
Yeah.
do you find that there is something there that is actually stopping you from moving forward?
Um, Funnily enough, no, because if you look at what I've got on my wheel of life, it's the confidence, the organization, curiosity, passion, independence, enthusiasm, creativity, and professionalism. Everything is about the same level of height except for the confidence issue. And I think that confidence issue, that being so low, is sort of putting a damper on everything else from it being a 10 instead of where it is now, maybe a 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think we can get past that and we can?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think so, because I'd be prepared to get past that for sure.
Okay. So let's move on. Let us start with your business, life vision, and mission.
Okay.
And you are so ready for it, like you said. So now the next questions is what do you love and what do you hate and what is your current issues right now that is stopping you from moving
Okay. Well, what do I love? I
What do you
love.
love? What do you hate? And what is your current issues right now that is stopping you from moving forward?
Hmm.
When I'm saying that is, what do you
Mhm.
love either about yourself? What do you love doing or want to do?
Yes.
What don't you like in your life at the moment? What don't you like in your current, if you're thinking of like a job or a business? What do you hate about it? Could
Yes.
be maybe the admin, it could be maybe something else. And what is your current issues right now is is there still problems there that is
Mm.
stopping you from moving forward? When I say that is these are issues that we don't actually consider, right?
Yeah.
Be
Okay.
able to move forward is we need to love something that we want to do every day. Remember on our first lesson, I said
Mm.
you like and that you'll never get bored of. Okay,
Yes.
what do you hate? Like with my situation, okay, I love doing what I'm doing, but if it's something I hate is my paperwork, is my admin. Okay,
Mm. Mm. Mm.
actually
Mm.
put like a damper. And what is my current issue that is stopping me from moving forward? Because I hate the paperwork, it gets behind,
I see.
and
I
that
see.
can
Okay.
actually dampen me from moving forward to getting my goal faster. Where if
Yes.
I embrace it, okay, and say,
Mm.
listen here, I am taking my paperwork and I'm doing it maybe at the end of the day. And I will,
Yeah.
but you know, with my work, it's never the same. My days are never the same, and we are only human. Okay. So I need to address that. If you understand, I'm just giving you an example. So you must actually ask yourself, what do you love that you can do every day that you can never be bored of? What do you hate? What is your current issue right now that is stopping you from actually moving forward? Christopher? Christopher?
Hello.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Yeah. No.
I
Sorry.
forgot.
This thing kicked me out for some reason, so I had to
So
quickly go
probably
back.
that's what happened to. That's probably what happened to.
Japumi. Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm back. Okay.
okay.
So, mm, to answer, what do you love? Sure. Okay.
Let me
My
go
battery.
back.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
you don't
Yeah.
need to answer it. You don't need to answer it right now. I'm just.
Mm, but it's something to think about.
Okay. What would you like as a goal if you knew you could not fail?
All right.
That you would like, that you think you could not fail?
Sure. Okay. Um.
Like something that you know you are so good at.
Yes. Yes.
Nothing will rock the boat and will make you actually fail.
Yeah.
Nothing nobody can take away from you. It's always like if I know, like I know you, nobody
Mm,
can take away your personality. If you understand what
yeah.
nobody can take that away from you. Only you can take it away from you. And yet, I'm trying to say to you, you've got such a great personality. But
Yeah.
when you become sad or when you have lack of confidence, you are the only one that is actually taking that away from you. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
That is going to actually prevent you from actually moving forward, because it is your feelings, it is your negative feelings or your positive feelings. So you have to embrace yourself with positive feelings all the time, because with positivity comes positive outlook.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you understand the question?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So if you were to fully live your life, what is the first change you would start to make right now in your life right now?
Okay.
What would you change to get you away from where you are stuck in? I
Well,
know
I
what
would
it is,
say,
but can you tell me
I think it would be my mindset.
why do you say that?
Get out of the negativity, because I think you know what what ties in, I think, with the confidence issue is the thing of, oh, am I good enough with this, or maybe I'm not good enough for that. It ties in with a whole negative mindset. So I think if I changed my mindset, it would help the confidence issue, I think.
100% agree. And you need to change your mindset. You need to change
Yeah.
who you are. You need to value yourself. You know, you to value who you actually are. You mustn't
Yeah.
let people place a value on you. You must place a value on yourself. And I want you to place that value on yourself because it is so important. Because if you don't love yourself, how do you expect the next person to love you? If you're
Exactly.
feeling down all the time, how you projecting that? You know, it when you walk in the street, it will create that, or you enter a room, it will create that. You know that he maybe uh, today like this and tomorrow is like that. He's never a stable person. So how can
Yeah.
I deal with you? You must remember one thing in life, and this is what I have learned. You never know who is going to be your customer tomorrow. So
Yeah.
you must always have that professionalism. I'm not saying when you're sad, mustn't show that you're sad, but let people know why you're sad. Don't let
Yeah.
people say this why you are sad. Let people know what's going on in your life, because people can't read your minds. It's like we have friends in life, right? And you
Yeah.
ask them, or family, for instance, and you ask them, they're not phoning me, but we don't know what's happening in their lives. Why? Because people are too scared to say anymore what is happening in their lives. And that is what we don't know who our customer is going to be. So, especially when we become entrepreneurs, we need to project that professionalism. It's very difficult, but it is something that we need to learn. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what do you really want right now for your business and life? I dare you say it out loud to me.
Success, positivity,
Mm-hmm.
and motivation. Those
How,
are definitely the things I
how
want.
can how can I assist you with that?
Hmm. You know what? I think the whole, maybe opening one's eyes to realize the value of yourself and your potential skills. I think that in itself helps quite a bit. And I think, to have the whole positive reinforcement in things makes a big difference, because it gives you that boost of confidence, and it gives you the the sort of reinforcement you need to keep pushing forward, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and so you basically, what do you really want right now for your business? What do you really want now for your life?
Mm.
Besides the success, besides the motivation, what do you want to like? Do you want to exceed your goals? Do you want to exceed your expectations? Do you want to start with your success?
I think so, yeah, because at the moment, I think when you're starting off, your expectations aren't very high.
Okay.
And you think, oh, small business is not going to really go very far, or you're starting out, early on in life, it's not going to go very far. But I think to reach success, start off with saying, you know what, you're going to be successful, and you try and make a success of your life now already. I think that is something I would like, yeah.
Okay. If you could do anything at all, what would your ideal career life be? What do I mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
Saying this, when you're going back to your first lesson, right? If you
Yeah.
go questions that was said on there,
Yes,
okay?
yes.
It's bringing. Can you see all these questions are tying back? That is why you can't
Yeah.
skip lesson one to go to back to lesson two. You can't do that.
Mm.
Because if you could do anything at all right now, what would your ideal career life be? It could be anything, but in your mind, your passion is tutoring, teaching, helping
Yeah.
people, going forward in life. So
Yeah.
that be your ideal thing. So you have discovered your passion. Is there anything else that I should know of that you think is your ideal career life?
Um. Look, I suppose if you look at teaching and tutoring, it does tie in together. So either or.
Besides the teaching, besides the tutoring, is there anything else that you'd like to do?
Hmm.
Travel? Would you like to take your business to the next level? Would you want to teach for 35 years in a school environment? Would you like to have like an online tutoring business and make a success of it? Have maybe other tutors working underneath you?
Yeah, I would actually quite like that. I mean, you mentioned when we were discussing the very first time, um, you know, that if you do something online, it could reach, you know, across borders. It doesn't have to stay local to PE. I mean, you brought an example up where, oh no, somebody from London could say, you know what, I want your tutoring company to do online lessons for so many students. That is something that when you mentioned it, it sparked an interest, because that is a very nice thing that I thought I'd like to try and achieve at some point, because I don't want the business to just stay PE and just be me. I want it to expand and be something bigger, because I think it's got the potential to be something bigger.
Okay.
I
So
look at I look at like the Kip McGraws and that sort of thing. And you think to yourself, "Jeepers, they started somewhere, and look at where they are now."
exactly. So we could work together on that to make that biggest difference in your life.
I
And
think so. Yes.
and not be on and just not stick to tutoring one-on-one, but
Yeah,
and things like that.
and you also mentioned another thing. The whole study. The exam study tips. I'd like to also, instead of just tutoring, you also do workshops at schools, where you go into schools and you do workshops, say with matrics in the beginning of the year, and you give them a whole lot of study tips for the upcoming June exams or for the trials or that sort of thing. And you have workshops where you work with these kids and you can help them, better their studying ability so that they can also, you know, succeed and do well in their exams. That is also something that I would quite like to do,
So
instead of just,
are you writing those things down, Christopher? Because you know what? Nothing is stopping you from starting next year.
yeah, no, I've got them all written down here on my little notebook.
Yeah, but I want you to make your tree, okay?
Okay.
And I want you to start now because you must remember your first lesson was planting your tree, right?
Yes.
Growing your roots. Now we
Mm.
actually deepening your roots, we're strengthening your roots. Now I want you to start making branches, okay?
Okay.
I want you to actually draw a tree and for every branch, what you just said to me now, this is what I want to do.
Right.
That's what I want to do. Obviously, your highest branch or your peak of the tree will be the main one.
Mm.
So, like a vision board, okay? So,
Yes.
I want you to start doing that. I want you to start drawing a tree now, okay?
Hmm.
Um, And you must do it. You must do it for yourself and have your big tree, so that one day you can look back at the tree and say, "I've done that. I've done that." You must start ticking it off. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What are the 3 things you are doing regularly that don't serve or support you for your life to be perfect? What would you change? And that is something I don't want you to maybe tell me right now, but that is something I want you to think about. Okay.
Yeah.
And when I'm saying what are the 3 things that don't regularly, that don't serve or support you, it could be anything. It could be support from friends, it could be support from family, it could even be emotional support for yourself, it could even be financial support, it could be anything, anything that you can think of. Okay.
Okay.
That for your life to be perfect, what would have to change? What is things that you need to move out of the way for you to move forward? It could even be a person that's blocking you. It could be a mindset that's blocking you. It could be saying, I can't do that. You know, it could be negativity that's blocking you. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want you to start thinking of that. Now we have to make the decisions now. Okay. And not just write it down. We have to like say to ourselves, by this date, I'm going to do that. I'm going to start putting action plans now forward now. Like maybe I'm taking examples now of the workshops. Start doing your planning, your mastering of it, and how are you going to approach the schools? How are you going to approach parents? Okay. Start thinking of ways and start getting your action plan in order. What will you think about this 1 month from now, 1 year from now, 10 years from now? And what would you do if you didn't have to live with the consequences? So you must remember when I'm saying this, what would you do if you didn't have to live with the consequences? Just remember, whatever decision you make today, okay? You know the one rule of physics is for every action there is a reaction.
Yes. Yeah.
And we must be careful of our choices that we make. Okay, we must be mindsets. We must be careful of everything. We must try and make the right decision. We must analyze, but we mustn't overanalyze. We must
That's something I tend to do too much.
think and we overthink. Okay, we mustn't make a simple task too difficult, and we mustn't make a simple task too complicated. It's like one of my favorite mentors, okay, Jay, I love that man, but he always says, if you have a dream, right, you can become your biggest dream. But to make the dream a reality, we need to start growing that, we need to start implementing the dream as small as possible. Baby steps. It's like taking a child, right? A baby is born. That baby either sleeps in your arms, lay on the back, right? Then months later, the baby can sit. After the baby can sit, the baby starts crawling. After the baby starts crawling, the baby starts walking. Once he's mastered walking, he starts running. So lots of us, right, we want to make decisions, but we want to run. We don't do the steps. And let me tell you something. If you want to grow your business to such a big success, okay, this is now the rule of the thumb. Learn to master your business from ground root, right? When I'm saying is go through the rough edges of your business, every step of the way, every layer of the way. So you have mastered your business. When you employ someone to assist you, to help you, or whatever, sorry for the word, but nobody will be able to bulldoze you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Those layers inside out. No one can come and say, I know this, and I know I did this, and you knew they skipped something. They bulldoze. So learn to know your business inside out. Not only 100%, but 200%. Okay. Love with the decisions that you are going to make. Okay. And make that decisions wise. I know we're going to sometimes make mistakes, but mistakes also happen, but we can be rectified. What is the easy way forward, and which choice or decision are you avoiding? This is a very tricky question, okay?
Mm.
What is the easy way forward? What do you think you can do right now that is quicker to get to the next step, okay? And which choice or decisions are you avoiding to make it?
Okay.
What is holding you back? What is actually holding you back from making that decision? Stop avoiding it. Get out of your comfort zone. Even if you feel, even if you don't feel comfortable,
Yeah.
take risk. Successful business people take risk. They don't. I've never ever come across a successful person that has never taken risk. I look at
Yeah.
myself. I love to take risk. Okay. But I also take risk wisely. I do my research properly, but I still take that risk. Sometimes it says, no, you mustn't do it. Or people say, no, you mustn't do it. I do it. And once I'm in there, in that situation, there's nothing now.
Yeah.
I need to move forward.
Mm.
Name someone who has done what you want to do. What what do that person do if they were in your position? Or what would you do if they were in your position?
Mm.
You know of anybody that would like to do this tutoring stuff?
I think, well, I know of a few people that do it. Yeah, some people that I study with.
Are they
Um,
successful?
let's just put it this way: they've got more students than I do.
Why do they have more students than you do?
I think. I think it's because maybe they're not afraid to put themselves out there or put them up to the point, put themselves out there, and they're not afraid of people to say, you know what, no, it's fine, we don't need you, and then they move on to find someone else who will, pay them for their services or whatever. Um, that's what I think.
How is their marketing compared to your marketing?
To be honest, I don't actually know.
You,
I think it's just they know more people than I do. So I think with them, their word of mouth spreads a lot quicker than mine does. That's
okay.
what I yeah. This is
I want you to take that out of your mindset. They know more
okay.
people than I do. Okay?
Hmm.
Because let me tell you something. There's been lots of successful business people that was loners. You know the loners?
Yeah.
People that never really had friends, but they had this great idea. Okay?
Hmm.
And because they had to go out of their comfort zone and because they weren't consulted anymore,
Yeah.
they had this goal, they want to be successful. And to be able to be successful, right? They need to get out of the box. They need to think of a product that was totally different from the rest. Okay.
Yeah.
And that is where marketing comes in. You must never think, oh, you have to start with friends and family. Let me tell you something. Starting with friends and family is sometimes also not a good thing. Okay. They don't
Yeah.
appreciate or value what you give. It's better to actually start, or your word of mouth is actually better with people of the unknown, people that you
Yeah.
don't know. And we are going to get to that. In our lessons forward, we are going to get to that stage where I'm going to show you how to actually move from there where I don't know. You're going to
Yeah.
actually be so surprised how many people, because you just need to provide a good service. Okay. But like I said, don't undervalue yourself. Maybe that's what you're doing. You're undervaluing yourself. Okay.
Yeah. They don't do. Yeah.
Okay. Now you have made that decision. Okay. That you are going to move forward. Which decision would be the quickest to complete right now?
I think being more positive is the quickest thing to decision to make. Is decide, you know what? Now you're going to start being more positive about everything.
And
Because I
now
mean,
you
it is so easy to do. You should just put your mind to it and do it.
yep. And which decision Which decision moves you closest to your life goals right now? You just said it.
Yeah, the
Getting out
positivity.
there. Getting out
And
there.
getting out there, yeah.
Yeah. What would happen if you didn't make that choice?
I would be
Where
stuck
would
in
you,
the same. I'd be stuck in the same rut that I am in now.
and you don't want to be there.
No.
So, as from today, this time forward, we are moving forward, right?
Yes.
Now that you have made that decision, what goals would you do as your very first step meeting your goals?
I think
When
I
I'm
would.
saying that,
Yeah.
what could you do as the very first step towards meeting your goals? I actually mentioned it earlier to you. Making your tree,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
getting your tree out, getting your goals out, seeing it. You know, vision, writing it down in words is sometimes good, but drawing a diagram and seeing it, even if you have newspaper clippings, create vision
Yeah.
boards for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So in a month's time, I must be completed with this. In 2 months' time, I want to start maybe this. Beginning of 2019, schools are starting early. I'm starting my career. I might not have time. I'm going to become overwhelmed. It's a different environment. And then this could be on the back burner.
Yeah.
You understand? Time is money,
Yeah.
and money is time.
That's for sure.
What could you stop doing? Do less of, do more of, continue doing, start doing. And I want you to make a list of that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
If you had a choice, what could you do right from this moment forward? When I'm saying that is, we all have choices to make. Okay?
Yeah.
Do we remove the weed? You know about planting. You know about your dad's business.
Yes. Yeah.
How do grass grow? What stops grass from growing?
Weeds.
Now, what do you need to remove from that grass for that grass to grow healthy?
I
The
think it
weed.
would tie. I think it would tie in again with the mindset, because I think it's the mindset that is the most hindering factor.
So your mindset is full of weeds. We need to
Yeah.
get weeds from the mindset, right? So we need to move everything. But
Yeah.
we need to, you need to start saying to yourself, I don't care who makes me angry. I don't care what happens in my day. I don't care what is creating my negativity. I am no more that Christopher.
Yeah.
I am now the new Christopher. It's going to be very difficult, but I want you to try it.
Okay.
It is going to be very, 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 very difficult. And sometimes people make you angry. I want you to count 1 to 10. Okay? Because you need to get out of that mindset. Say mindset, but you need to get out of it. Okay? I need to remove that weed from preventing you from moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now we're going to wrap up. So let's imagine it's a year from now on and you've accomplished your goal. Okay, so now you've got tutoring and you've got no more 1 client, you no more got 2 clients, you no more got 5 clients, but now you've got maybe 50 to 100 clients. You must now discover, now coming back to your tree, what steps
Yeah.
have you taken to achieve it? Again, your vision board. You need
Okay.
to start taking steps from today onwards to achieve it. Okay? So that is what you need to do. So I want you to imagine it's a year from now. I just want you to imagine. And you know what? It's so nice to imagine because you can dream it, you can feel it. You know that saying?
Yeah.
If you can dream it, you can feel it. Suppose just for a moment you live in a world where fear and anxiety do not exist. What could you do now? Because most of the times mindsets is overpowered by fear, and
Yes.
most of
Yeah.
the times mindsets are overpowered by anxiety. You know,
Yeah.
that fear of if I do this or if I go speak to a stranger, who is going to reject me? Because maybe we were rejected in the past. Or that
Yeah.
anxiety to actually get up and say, listen here, this is me, Christopher, the tutor. Okay?
Yeah.
We need to overcome that. So if that did not exist in the world, just imagine where you would have been. And
Mm,
think back, and that's in the first lesson I said, go back to time where you were most successful.
yeah.
And I want you to grab that moment. Okay? I want you to grab that moment and say, that person is back. That
Yeah.
person is not going to let anybody stand in my way any longer. Okay?
Mm, mm.
So what's an action you could take straight after this phone call? What did I write there? What's an action could you take straight after this phone call? I wanted to actually say what action could you take straight after this call? Okay? That's actually what I mean. So sorry for that, blubber. You see, I also make mistakes.
No, it's fine.
So what action could you take straight after this call? What are you going to do right after the session? So that is something that you
Yeah.
need to work on.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think an immediate action would be start feeling more positive about myself, I think.
Do you see that picture?
Yeah.
You need help getting unstuck. You see how Winnie the Pooh is stuck in this tunnel,
Yeah. Yeah.
and everybody's helping,
Mm,
okay, to get him out of this tunnel.
yeah.
Someone lends a hand to get you out of that tunnel. Give them a chance and opportunity to do that for you.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid if someone is willing to help you.
Mm,
Don't be afraid even to ask for help.
yeah.
Don't be afraid to take help.
Mm, mm,
Okay? Don't be afraid not to WhatsApp me. Don't be afraid not to give me a call if you want to speak. Don't be
mm,
afraid to email me if you're stuck with something.
yeah.
Because
Okay.
we all need help to get unstuck in our ways.
Mm,
Does it make sense?
100%.
Is there anything else that you want to maybe add on here?
I think in my situation, I think a lot of it has, like what I've realized now with you saying, I've referenced a lot back to mindset, and I think the problem is a person, well, in my case, a person doesn't you know forgive and forget all what's happened in the past, and it sort of piles on and piles on and piles on and piles on, and then it alters your mindset because you're carrying all the baggage, and then it sort of changes who you are. And that's, I think, why I'm in the situation I'm in now.
But we are going to get you out of that situation.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Definitely.
And is there anything else that you, going back to the lesson that you just covered now, did it help you a bit? Did it make you
Oh,
think a bit?
yeah. I think, it opened my eyes to actually seeing what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
Because, sometimes, in teaching, they always say to us, oh, you have to sit back and reflect. You have to sit back and reflect. And I think, I didn't really understand the whole sit back and reflect until now, because you actually have to sit and you have to reflect back on yourself, and you actually have to say, yes, I may have done that wrong, but what can I do better tomorrow, without
Okay.
judgment, but more like, you got to work on yourself every little bit
Is there anything that you
Yeah.
would like to tell any of the other guys that now missed out? Just a pity Pumi couldn't now. Don't know what happened with Pumi now. We'll call
Yeah.
afterwards. Is there anything that advice that you could give anybody right now of what you have learned?
I think the bit of advice that I could give, and something that I realize now, is be open and honest with yourself.
Okay.
You
Say
know,
for
you've
instance,
got
like
to.
you've got a younger brother, right? What
Yes,
advice
yeah.
you give any youngster nowadays about entrepreneurship, about having a business, about anything? What advice would you? What you have so far?
Mm. Look, if I can give you advice, you need to understand it's not going to be easy. It's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. But the thing is, if you're passionate about what you do and you have your goals set in place and you're motivated to do it, even if you need a bit of help to remain motivated or to organize your goals or to identify your passions, like, with a coach, then go for it, because everybody has the potential. Sometimes you just, like your picture, you just need a little bit of help.
Yep.
So yeah,
And
that's
are you willing to take on help?
for sure. And I think, and another bit of advice is, do, like you said, you should not be afraid to ask for help, because the thing is, at the end of the day, you're only shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah. Pride is another thing that actually pride is another thing that actually keeps us from actually reaching our dreams.
Yeah, yeah, no, that is true.
Pride is something that we must never be scared of asking. You want to
Mm,
know tutoring or whatever, you should actually don't be afraid to ask other tutors, even those friends that you know of that is doing tutoring. You must actually ask them, "Hi, how's
yeah,
it going?" And look, I don't want to know your secrets, but how do you feel? But don't let some people will also tell you, give you some bad advice that don't want you to succeed. So you must be careful with who you actually speak to, you know.
yes, yeah.
But you must never be scared to go do your own research work,
Mm,
and even speak to someone in Cape Town or in Johannesburg, or you don't want to speak to the people here, but speak to somebody. There's always somebody that willing to actually offer you some advice and say, listen here, this is what I did. And not everybody is like, how can I say, that they won't share.
yeah.
Okay. So, and even email people in America or in the UK or whatever, do that. Get out of the box. We are
Mm,
South Africans. We don't think of, we can speak to these people. Hello. So, let me tell you something. When I started my travel business, I spoke to people in America, Australia, London, Europe. And let me tell you
mm,
something, those people was willing to help me. They even went up the extra mile. And I emailed them, we Skyped. I don't know
yeah.
them from Warsaw. I just took a chance. It's a risk that you have to take. So
Mm,
I wanted to get out of my rut, It's like saying, you're scared, because, and I just thought to myself, you know what have I got to lose? You've got nothing to
mm,
lose in this world, okay? But
yeah.
that is where pride also comes in. Take that pride out of your pocket and move on. Get
Mm,
unstuck. Pride is another thing that keeps us behind. Pride is another thing that actually makes us unstuck. That
mm,
actually makes us stuck. So we need to get out of that. We need to get
yeah.
out of our comfort zone. You know, um, but we'll get to that to the next lesson. I just want to see something here quickly. Um, I'll send your login details, right?
Okay, yeah.
Um, and get everything. I just want to make sure all my vouchers are correct. Okay. So
No problem.
yeah, I've got training and branding you and your business. So that's going to be quite nice.
Mm,
Okay. So that one's going to be quite nice. So your third lesson is going to actually going to be actually quite nice where we're going to actually start moving on now. Okay.
Okay.
But we need to get over that. So give me a and then or over the weekend I'll send you your lessons, okay? Because I want to just see if I
Yes.
can't move everything over to your membership. And like I said, I'm busy with something new. I discovered something new again yesterday.
Sounds
This
interesting.
brain of mine must now stop thinking.
Yeah, no, look.
This brain of mine must now stop thinking. But you know what? I'm doing it for you guys, and I always say I thank God. And because probably my mindset has changed now, I'm positive. I'm willing to take risk now. I'm willing to do
Yes.
everything. Things is just coming to me. And don't ask me how. Don't ask me how. Yesterday, I just discovered this new technology that might even help us now with all these other guys that can't get onto this Hangouts on Air.
Ooh,
And
okay.
it's also part of Hangouts on Air, but it's a different platform. Okay?
Oh, I see, okay.
And it's on Facebook. Hangouts on
Oh,
Air on Facebook. So don't
that's
ask me
interesting.
how I came onto it. I came onto it. But this is actually what I'm trying to tell you is once you start opening up your mind, things are coming into you from left, right, and center, and you actually don't know how. You actually ask
Yeah.
yourself, hello, I never went to go look for it, but it's just coming in because you know what? It is the forces of positivity because you got no fear anymore. Oh,
Yeah,
if I do
exactly.
this, something, oh, yeah, oh, what if I don't get that contract? I'm not going to get my budget for the month. Leave it in God's hands. Leave it in the Almighty's hands. Take that
Exactly.
fear
Yeah.
away from you and start trusting. Trust the people around you, trust yourself first, and then you carry on. And then you're going to start seeing doors open for you. And it might not go smooth. You might not make that goal for the first month or two, but have patience. Have lots of patience. And that is why I've been so hectic because I just don't know where all this work came in all of a sudden. You
Yeah.
know, I do the travel business as well. And I'm talking about that. It's like I am boggled. I can't just get to everything. And I'm still doing the
Okay.
life coaching as well. But it's a risk I took. Okay. And I'm willing to go forward with it. Okay. And I know it is going to go to greater lengths. Both businesses will go through greater lengths, but also paying forward is going to go through greater lengths. Me
Yeah.
paying forward to you is also you're going to maybe pay forward to someone else.
Exactly.
And you're going to see doors are going to open for you. And that is what I wanted. That is my program. That is why I chose those programs, like about the tree, growing your roots. There's a reason for it. There's a reason why I chose those words. I didn't want to be other life coaches that, give other stuff. I wanted to have an essence to my coaching. And I hope your roots are starting to get grounded now in your soil.
Yeah. Yeah. They are.
Is there anything that you want to say before we leave?
Okay, well, I'm pretty much
Shani?
covered. All I just want to say is thank you again
Okay, no
for
problem.
opening my mindset up to things that I don't think I would have normally out of my own thought about. So yeah, it's a nice eye opener, and I think it helps for personal growth as well because you start looking in at yourself and you realize what needs to go on in there that can spread through whether it be personal life at home or schooling or work or your future business. I think it is a vital step, and I want to take what I learn and even put that into my students in my tutoring, that they should look in on themselves and try and better themselves because that will show in their schoolwork at the end of the day as well.
Yep. I
Yeah.
totally agree. I totally agree with what you're saying. And if you can instill that into them, because you've been through it. I always say the best person to learn a lesson from is a person that knows the feelings and that has been through something. Am I right? You cannot take
Yeah.
advice from. I'm not saying you cannot take advice, but it just makes sense. How can you take advice from someone if they have not been through it themselves. They haven't gone through the
Exactly.
feelings. It's like when, say, for instance, like, how can I say, you've maybe lost or maybe had a girlfriend or a boyfriend and you never had a breakup before, but you want to give somebody else a lesson or say something to when your friend maybe has broken up with somebody and it's like, oh, I know how you feel. You don't know how that person feels.
Not really, no.
You will only know that feeling once you've been through it. So whatever you learn through life, and you know what, we must always, I want you to take this before we actually leave. Remember, whatever you went through in life, okay, was not for no reason.
Yeah.
It was for a reason to either make you stronger, to better yourself, and because there could be bigger obstacles in your pathway in the future that you will be able to handle much better. Because if you did not go through that and you only went through it once in your life, at maybe at the top, you would have collapsed.
Yeah.
But because you have grown with failures, remember, one must have failures to be able to succeed. You cannot just have
Exactly.
success. Okay. So even if something bumpy is along the road, like a speed bump, South Africa is full of speed bumps. Right?
Yeah.
You have speed bumps and then you get to a flat road. On the freeway, there's no speed bumps, right? And then you fast track on a freeway. So just like that, two scenarios, okay? Speed bumps are there for a reason. Sometimes we need those speed bumps. Sometimes when the door closes, never question it. Never ask why. Accept it and move on, okay? Move on from, like you said, you start your tutoring, it's not going nowhere. Accept it, it happened. But you've learned now what mistakes you've done. You won't make that mistakes again.
Exactly.
You're going to move forward now, you're going to be unstuck and you're going to carry on. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's decision time for you. It's your vision board that you need to do now.
Yes.
It's your tree that you need to grow, your branches that you need to grow. See it, believe it, and I want you to overcome it. Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you, Christopher. It's now just
Thank
a
you very
pity.
much.
I'll give Kumi a call. And you don't mind me sharing this broadcast with them as a lesson?
It's fine.
Okay. I need to ask for permission. Okay.
Yeah, of course, it's no problem.
Okay. And have a great evening.
Yeah, you too, man.
I hope I didn't let you miss your supper.
No, not at all. All right. Thanks very much.
Okay. Keep well. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.